Hey guys, welcome back to the MCU HQ, and this is my review of What If Episode 4, which is called What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart Instead of His Hands, also known as the Evil Doctor Strange episode. As usual, I'm going to start off non-spoilers, announce when spoilers are starting. Let's hop into this. Alright, this, I know this was my favorite episode so far. I think what it had going for it is the amount of heart that was put into it. The first 3 episodes, the first one was just fun. The second one I didn't like, but they were trying to be fun with it. The third one was kind of dark, but this one, there was a lot of heart put into this episode. A lot of drama. I really liked it. It was the kind of stuff I like. And so yes, the poster, even the trailer, they've teased Evil Doctor Strange. This is that episode. And Doctor Strange goes on a great character arc in this episode to basically cement him as one of the best MCU villains, I guess you could call him, because, Evil Doctor Strange is kind of his name, or I guess Marvel calls him Doctor Strange Supreme. But you guys get what I'm saying. In terms of antagonist, anti-hero, villain, whatever you want to call him, this guy's one of the best ones we've gotten in the MCU. And with having this Doctor Strange, in the trailer we also see him fighting the other Doctor Strange, and it gives us just this awesome epic wizard duel between 2 Doctor Stranges. They're using all these cool spells, all these cool tactics. I'll talk more about it in spoilers, but that was such a cool fight to see, and I'm glad we got to see what would happen if an ultra-powerful Doctor Strange fought another ultra-powerful Doctor Strange. They also got a lot of the original cast for this one. Benedict Cumberbatch came back. There was, I guess, a thing saying he wasn't. No, he's Doctor Strange in this. Rachel McAdams is back as Christine Palmer, Benedict Wong playing Wong, Tilda Swinton's back as the Ancient One. They got the core cast for this one, and even introduced a couple new characters here and there. Something this episode also does, not a lot, because that's not the point of the episode. They do give a little bit of development to the Watcher. He gets to narrate a few more moments, and it actually cuts back to him more this episode instead of just hearing his voice or seeing him in the background. There's a couple points where it cuts over to him and you actually see him talking, so they did devote a bit more time to the Watcher in this episode, which is nice, because he's supposed to be our narrator, so it'd be cool to know more about him and what he's up to. And this is the episode you'll know after you watch the ending. This is the episode that will inevitably be a more consequential and crucial episode of the show going forward. How it's going to tie into things, I don't know. But once it finished, I was like, okay, that's the important episode. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like everything kind of ties into this episode. I'm not sure. But I like that we had an episode that both, A, really shows some true consequence, and B, also shows some world building. And of course the episode that does that is the Doctor Strange episode. Doctor Strange did like the important What If episode. He was crucial to fighting Thanos, and now he's got to fix the multiverse. Just the poor man has to do everything. That's really all I have for non-spoilers. Not a lot there, just a few things that I wanted to talk about. I am going to jump into spoilers now. If you have not seen the episode, go watch the episode. It's a really cool one. I don't want to spoil it for you, so just go watch it. Come back, watch this. Alright, Christine Palmer dies, so that's what he loses instead. And they get thrown off that cliff. She doesn't make it, he does. And that happens again, and Strange is trying to change it. He's like, he doesn't pick her up, he takes her out for pizza. They get hit crossing the street. She has to die, and at one point the Ancient One comes to him and says I can't remember what they called it, I just wrote a timeline absolute, which means that it can't be changed. No matter what happens, Christine Palmer always dies, which begs the question, in this timeline, what was the Nexus event that caused the branch? It couldn't be Palmer dying, because that has to happen, so would it then be Doctor Strange not putting down that time stone like he does? Would it be him actually going down that dark path? Because it cuts back and he says to Wong, he's like, yeah, probably not worth it for today, and he puts down the Eye of Agamotto. Does him not putting it down cause the Nexus event? I'm a bit unclear on that, but I think that's what it was, so if you guys have any ideas or know what caused the Nexus event, let me know. But as I said, Doctor Strange, one of the best MCU villains. He gets so caught up in trying to undo this death, and that results in him messing up the flow of time and ultimately destroying the entire universe, but it didn't feel forced. It felt like the natural progression of this version of Doctor Strange, and what it showed me is that main timeline Doctor Strange, everyone in the MCU is so lucky that he's a good guy because he could kill everyone. Easily. So the Ancient One had to split because Strange was like, no, I'm gonna do this, and he messed with the Time Stone. So the Ancient One hit him with it, with her like blast, and it split. It split two branches at the same point. So like we get normal Doctor Strange, but then there's the other Doctor Strange who's learning dark stuff, and so they're gonna fight at some point. And I loved the duel between them. Is it better than the fight between Strange and Thanos? No. I mean, for one, that's live action, so it's really cool to see that on the big screen. But this was a really cool fight. Just seeing two Stranges at their most powerful go at each other. Moment of silence. We lost the Cloak of Levitation. And the last 5 minutes of this episode, I absolutely loved. So Evil Strange wins the fight, which I assumed he would because we've seen more of him in the trailer. So I was like, Evil Strange has to win, right? So he wins. Still shocking to see him win though. And then he revives Christine, but this is the thing where it's like, is he truly a villain? I feel like it's just good Doctor Strange, but he's just not quite all there. That's honestly what it feels like. But he revives Christine, but the whole universe is crumbling around him, and she's part of that. And so he makes a barrier to try to hold it and keep her. And he just acknowledges the Watcher. He just talks to him, said he learned about the Watcher, he knows who the Watcher is. And the Watcher's like, nah, fam, I'm not going to interfere, you're on your own. And he dips, and then the universe just collapses. And then the episode ends. But it was cool to see the Watcher come in and talk for a sec. Get that little interaction. He didn't interfere yet. This was close. The writer said this is the particular storyline that really gets the Watcher's attention, to the point that he's willing to go down and talk to Strange. What episode do you think he's going to interfere in, though? So Zombies is episode 7, I believe. If he doesn't interfere by Zombies, I'd be surprised. Actually, Zombies might be the episode he interferes. Because when you say that you can't interfere, that's basically screenwriting code for you're gonna interfere. Plain and simple. But guys, that's all I have for this episode. I loved it. It was my favorite of the show so far. Let me know your thoughts on What If Episode 4 down in the comments below. Also leave a like on this video, subscribe, click on the bell icon to receive all notifications from the MCU HQ. That's going to be it. Have a great day, guys.